Did you have anything else to add for yours?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
do anything to my hair. I really don't. So yeah, that
Okay.
sums it up. Jennifer does a 25-minute process on her hair
do.
every day, and
No, I don't.
I get up, and actually the days that I wash my hair, the next morning when I get up, I don't even brush it. I don't comb it. I don't
Well,
do anything.
I don't.
I just get out of bed and get.
I comb my hair once a week, and that's after washing. But that's, my daughter has curly hair, and it's the same with hers. You don't comb curly hair
Yeah.
because then it makes it worse. But it's really not that high. It like takes me 5 minutes to do what I just said with the water bottle and all that. But
I go.
90% of the time I put on a beanie or a ball cap, so then I do nothing.
This is true.
Oh, I know. This is something I was going to say. And most hair things are genetics. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. If you get curly hair, you got curly hair. If you have straight hair, you have straight hair. And we try to do the other to it. I
Right.
want straight hair, or I want like the big silky curls, which I can do, but it's time, it's money, it's hair damage. And sometimes it's better if we just work with what we've got, because most of the time the natural texture of your hair is probably what looks better with your face of your shape anyway. That's why you have it. So these are some tips for us of how to wear your hair how it's supposed to be naturally. Not that we won't ever fight it and on a fun day try to do something different, but
Well, I don't fight like the gray.
no.
or nothing like that. Oh, actually, I don't have any grays.
I'm fighting the grays till the end. Anyway, just let us know if you have any tips or tricks on how to keep hair healthy, or how to cut time in the mornings, or anything that you think that we ought to know. And this is what Jay and Ray has to say today. Bye. Hey guys.
Hey, we're back for another video. We just wanted to first do a shout out to our biggest fan who got us a present. Yours is
shoot.
upside down.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Whoops.
And she told us that she was our biggest fan.
Yay. Thanks, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy.
I've made Raylyn wait to do the video before she could eat her egg, and we've had them for quite a while, so.
Like 2 weeks.
Probably.
And those are my favorite.
And she hasn't eaten it, so she's done good. And then today's video, we are going to talk all about hair. And we're going to talk about some products that we use. And since we both have 2 different kinds of textured hair, we can talk about that way. If you have hair like ours, maybe these tips will help you, and maybe some of these products will be helpful for you. First, I'm going to talk about what I do. I have, everybody can see, it's not really curly, but it's a good wave, and I get all the frizz and everything like a curly haired person would. So to start with, I only wash my hair once a week. Sometimes I go a little bit longer than that. It depends on the week. Sometimes I wash it more often. It depends on what's going on. Most of the time, once a week. I use a sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner. I've used a couple different brands. I don't feel like that matters as much as not using sulfates on your hair, because it doesn't strip your color if you color your hair, and I do, and it helps not to cause frizziness, and it's just better for your hair. Then, since I don't wash my hair, and I should have got one of these, I use a scrunchie or I don't use the traditional ponytail holders, the elastic bands. I use a scrunchie or a cloth type one, and I put my hair, I'll just do it real quick. This is how I put my hair at night when I sleep. Sorry. You can.
She lives in the 90s. She
I
uses
do.
scrunchie.
I do like this, and this is how I sleep. Just like this on my pillow.
That is beautiful, Donnie.
I know.
Everyone is
He
jealous
wakes up,
of you right now.
except in the morning it's like this, and then when I wake up it's all like it's just like this. So anyway, and I sleep on a satin pillowcase because
she's a princess.
that, and it doesn't snag your hair, and it doesn't cause bends in your hair. Even probably people who don't have curly hair, do you wake up ever and have like a weird, just like bend, or it lays funny, or it lays weird? Satin pillowcases prevent that. And even probably with straight haired people, if you want volume on at the root, at the crown of your head, if you slept with that in your hair and you do a scrunchie or a cloth one, so you don't have a bend in it, and you wake up and it gives you volume at the root.
My hair doesn't do volume.
It might if you do that.
This
so
is what it does.
But those 2 things have really helped my hair. I feel like the health of it, not to be crazy, and it doesn't get so, it's easier to manage in the morning. So I would recommend doing that if you can. Satin pillowcases are not that expensive.
No, they're $5 at Walmart.
Yeah, they're not that expensive, and I've sometimes, like, if I've had to wash it and I've had to sleep on a cotton pillowcase, I can actually tell the difference. So it's a good investment. And then when I wake up on days between washes, which are most of my life, I take sometimes I just put a hat on and go. But if I'm wanting to actually kind of do my hair, I take a water bottle, and this is called, I believe it is called a Flairosol. Can you read that? I got it, I won it in a contest, and
It says designed in Holland.
Oh.
And it says Flair on the other side.
And I looked it up on Amazon. It's a fine mist spray bottle. This exact one came up on Amazon when I looked it up, and it was called like Flairosol or something. Like, this is what it looks like. I found it right away. And it's really neat. I don't want to spray it because I don't want to spray her or get water everywhere. But when you squirt like that, it's a continuous mist. It doesn't go like that. So you get a nice even mist, and it doesn't leave your hair sopping wet. So I spray my hair or the parts of it that need it. Then I scrunch it. And then what I do in order to get volume at the root is I will go like this, and I will scrunch like this on both sides and leave the roots kind of a tiny bit wet, and then leave it like this for like half an hour. And then, because that's not the way I normally part my hair.
Right.
And then I will flip it this way, and then you just get a whole lot of volume from doing that. That's a trick for anybody to do. So I use this, and I scrunch it and then let it air dry, which doesn't take very long because it's not super wet. Then, if I need it, I bought this. It's the Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Texturizing Dry Shampoo. If you feel like you need texture, even though I do have it, I will spray this all throughout it and then just go like that. And then it gives it even more like volume if you want it, whatever, if you feel like you need it. I use that in there sometimes. And then I just go in. This is just cheap hairspray. It's just the herbal essences. And then I'll go in and spray like this as I let it fall, and then spray there, and then like, it's not fancy, but anyway, that's how I do my hair. And then if I need it, I don't use the texturizing dry shampoo at my roots, although I could. If I need dry shampoo before I start all that mess, I use the Suave. We're going to talk about dry shampoos. She is going to talk about them too in just a second. I have tried a lot of dry shampoos since I don't wash my hair very often, and the best one I've found is Living Proof, which is $24 a bottle. So for most people, that's not in their budget. It's not really in mine. I just wanted to try it once and see, and it really does work well. But I can just use the Suave. It's like $3.50 at Walmart, and it works great for my hair, but I don't think it worked. Lynn said it didn't work very good for her hair, but she can talk about it. Just since it's $3 or $4, yeah, their Herbal Essences makes one that's not very expensive. You can play around with those. All dry shampoo does is if you get oily scalp and you want to go between washes, it helps to absorb. You spray it into your roots and you kind of rub it in. It helps to absorb the oil, and it can, for people who want volume, you can use dry shampoo. Also,
she's lying. I want volume. It doesn't. It gives
texture
volume
to your hair, though. For most people, it does give texture to your hair. So you can even spray it all throughout your hair to give texture. Just saying.
Tried that.
But I will tell you, when I use these products, which are sticky, the next day when I use the water on my hair, I don't have to spray that stuff again because it's still in my hair and it reactivates it when you spray it with water. So it's pretty much once a week I use these products. So it's pretty low maintenance for me, especially if I wear a hat, which is most days. Most days I do not fix my hair. But that's what I do. That seems to be something that has worked for me for my curly-ish hair. And anyway, hey, any curly-haired girls out there, if you have any suggestions on products, I'm willing to try them. You can comment below to go between washes or anything that you've used that's life-changing. So anyway, take it away, Raylan.
So my hair is a lot different than Jennifer's. I have a really dry scalp. Like, I have psoriasis on my head. I have dandruff. It's just really dry. So I started extending between washes. So I haven't washed my hair since Tuesday night. And that's what I do. I wash my hair at night and then I go to bed with it wet. I actually have a little bit of a wave, not as much as Jennifer's. And that is just probably within the last couple months that texture has changed in my hair. Most of the time though, when you see me, it is bored straight like this. And that is that's my hair. You can see that little bit of wave still left in it. But that first day it's a little bit curlier. And what I do to extend my washes is I do use a dry shampoo at my roots, because then my roots do start to get oily, but my scalp is still dry. And I've tried multiple things for that. I've tried some different creams. I've tried just putting coconut oil in my scalp. Nothing really seems to be helping with the weather that we're having that's so extremely dry and cold. So I do use Batiste dry shampoo. This is the one that I'm currently using. This is my favorite so far. I still don't think it's an exceptional product. Some of the problems I've had, like I was using the Not Your Mother's dry shampoo that Jennifer has. Mine was a different kind. It wasn't the texturizing one. But some problems that I have ran into is that even though I'm shaking the dry shampoo, it's coming out like invisible flakes, and then it makes me look like I have even worse of a dandruff problem than I do. And that's another reason why I actually don't extend my washes out, is because I need to wash to get the flakiness out. I've tried multiple products to get volume. I just don't get volume. I cannot get volume. I've tried root lifters. I've tried
scrunchie and a
So,
satin pillowcase.
I'll go to Walmart when we're done and get a scrunchie. Do they sell scrunchies, or do you have to have a
they
time
sell
machine?
scrunchies.
You have
They're
to
back.
get in a DeLorean.
No,
and head on
80s
back.
and 90s are trendy now, so you're good.
So, but yeah, what Jennifer was saying does not work for me. I have a very bored straight. My hair is very. I have a lot of hair,
It's just
but
kind
it's
of
very
silky and
smooth,
soft and smooth, whereas
um,
mine is coarse and not silky
right.
and smooth.
Yeah, I just don't have that extra coarseness in there to make it texturized. I've tried to tease it, and it looks like this. It doesn't do anything else. So that's kind of just my thing. I wash, let it air dry. On like the third day, I use dry shampoo.
And I let mine air dry too. Blow dryers are not curly haired people's friends. Really, it's not good for anybody's hair. But
Right.
And then they do Batiste. I also have this one. They make color. They make dry shampoos with color in them. So for brunettes or even redheads who like to use dry shampoo, like she was saying, the whiteness that can show up at your roots. Usually you can spray it in and then rub it in, and then it will go away. I've had a few that have been a little weird, but usually it will go away. If you get one that's tinted, you wouldn't probably have that problem. Even if it stayed there, you probably
Right.
wouldn't see it. But I don't hardly ever use this one, so I'm going to give it Traylyn a try, and she can talk about it on our page.